Good morning, everyone, and welcome to day 2 of this 14-day challenge to be a better you. I'm Simon from Sterling Coaching, and I'm glad that you're with me here on day 2 of this challenge. Whether you're watching this on YouTube, whether you're watching it on LinkedIn, or whether you're watching it on Facebook, or you're watching as live or watching the recording, doesn't really matter. Glad to have you here watching for anticipation of what day 2 is going to be on this challenge. And I would love, as we're putting this video out live, or even if you're watching the recording, let me know what you think of the challenge so far. Just put it into the comments there. That would be great. Now, of course, day 1 was to start your challenge journal and to start writing up what it is that you want to do in the day, what you want to achieve, and then reflect on it, make notes on it, whatever you do. We had sheep sheared yesterday, so I wrote down in my journal that the sheep were sheared, how much we paid for it, and the fact that I wormed them afterwards as well. So I think, Dan, you asked a question about where do I start with a journal? Well, the first thing to do is get something to write on or type on. The second thing then to do is just decide what 3 or 4 things every day you're going to do. I always put the weather. So today it was 9 degrees, partly cloudy. Then I put my prayers in there. And then I list down the things that I'm going to do in the day. And then I write down the things that happen in the day as they happen. I keep my journal with me all the time. And then I reflect at the end of the day. The other thing, Dan, that I find really important is that as I write things down, I think about things that I either need to do today or even that I need to do tomorrow. So generally, what I do is I don't think, I'll remember that and write it down later. I write it down in my journal. Even if I have a to-do list, which I do, I use Evernote for my to-do list and my big to-do list, then I do that. But my journal are my key to-dos, that's the thing. And of course, it's the reflection. What did we do in that day to touch somebody's life? What difference did we make to ourselves? How did we push ourselves? What did we do? And of course, we all started this 14-day challenge. If you're only just joining us, don't worry, we're on day 2. You can start this challenge at any day, and you can mix up the days and watch the recordings. You can start from day 1, even though we might be in day 5. Today's challenge then, let's think about that a little bit more. Today's challenge is a no news day. Now, I know you're all going to be watching this at different times, and you may have already watched the news first thing this morning for those of you who are watching later in the morning. But you've got 24 hours now, okay, starting now, 24 hours to have a complete news blackout. Don't listen to the news on the radio. Don't watch the news on the TV. Turn off the notifications on your phone, devices, whatever it is. We want a complete blackout of news. And the reason for that is that news very often, I say very often, not exclusively, very often is negative. And please let me know what you think of that. Let me know that you think I'm right when you say that news is negative. And we all want to know what's happening in the world, and of course we want to know what lockdown restrictions are easing, what's coming, what's not coming. But it's really important that just for one day, 24 hours, give yourself a no news day detox. Okay, so make sure that you're not listening to the news, make sure you're not watching it, make sure it's not on in the background. We don't want any news at all. That is today's challenge. And as this is a challenge for you today, this gets 5 points. Don't forget, if you want to win the prizes of the meal out for 2 worth £100, the 2 blog articles, the 6 months Audible, or the £50 Amazon voucher, or the runner-up prizes, then please keep a tally of your points in the Facebook group. And you can see across there on the ticker, the challenge is going to come up in a second. It's www.facebook.com/groups/Sterling's challenge, and you can see it just finishing off there on the ticker tape. So join the group if you haven't already. Thanks to all of those of you who have joined. support each other in that group, tally up your points in that group, and let us know how your challenge day has gone. Okay, and I managed to do my journal yesterday, so I get my 5 points from yesterday as well. Not that I can win the prizes, but I'm certainly going to tally up my points. So it's really important to realise that throughout the day we probably don't appreciate how much we're surrounded by all the news that's in the world. It's on radio, it's on headlines, it comes up as flashes on the iPhone or whatever phone, tablet you have. So we're surrounded by the noise of news. So today's detox is to get rid of the effect of the news and the bad news, to have things that pull us down. Stories generally tend to be pretty draining, and we don't want to be draining in this 14-day challenge. We want to be radiating. We want to be energizing. So we want to get rid of the news. Now, of course, if your father rings you up and tells you that your sister's just had a baby, that's great news. That's fine. We don't mind personal news, but this is the broadcast news. Okay, I think that's really important to be aware of that. Now, you can do that by completely taking yourself offline. Stop the notifications popping up. I know you're probably going to need internet access for your work, etc., but stop those notifications. Perhaps you didn't even activate those notifications, but you need to make sure that those notifications are turned off. Keep yourself as far away from news. Do whatever you can do today to stay away from the news. That would be really, really useful to be able to do that. And by doing that, you're going to complete day 2 of this 14-day challenge and get those 5 points that make up the total for those prizes. If you need any help with how to switch things off, how to avoid news, and sometimes you can mute it, you can go out the room when it's on. If your partner wants to watch it, your husband, your wife, your partner, just step outside. Just do that. If you normally watch the news at 10, which is what I do, find something different to do. Read a book, perhaps go for a walk. Who knows? Turn the TV off and have a chat. Just talk. Okay? You will find that this no news detox day will be good for you, it will be good for your mental health, and it will energize you rather than drain you. So I look forward to hearing how day 2 is going to go, but I also want to know how day 1 went. So let me know in the Facebook group, let me know in the comments below this video, how did the day 1 challenge go of writing up your journal, and how is day 2 going of that no news day detox. Get rid of that news, strip it out of today. This is a great tip that Neil Giller gave me some time ago, so follow it through, and I really look forward to seeing you in the Facebook group and also on tomorrow's live video, 8:30 UK time, in which we can announce day 3. And day 3, I'm just checking here, is another 5-pointer, and then in a couple of days time we start getting on to the 10 points where you start helping other people. But let's look after ourselves first. Let's put that oxygen mask on ourselves. Let's get ourselves in a good state then to be able to help other people. Have a great day. Bye for now.